What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I just want to do a quick video going over my latest PSA submission. I sent in 5 cards in the regular tier. Took about 2 months or so to get back, but finally got them back. I did sell them all on eBay or through PSA, so I don't have any physically in hand. I think I'll probably have some more physical reveals coming in the next few months with my value bulk submissions, but these are super easy to kind of sell through PSA or the Vault program. So just want to go over that. I am in my Excel or Google Sheets template. If you do want to check that out, I made a video, I'll link in the description. It's also on my Patreon. Super helpful to keep track of your inventory. I just have it filtered in by grading submission, so you can only see these cards I sent in. I also have my cards pulled up on PSA on the left-hand side here, so we can go through those. So, all right, first up, we sent in this Gengar, the GameStop promo. I bought this seal on eBay, bought it for $185. I thought it had a really good chance to gem. The back looked really clean as well. No whitening that I saw, so kind of surprised I got a 9. I'm not too worried about that, just because it's a pretty hard card to gem. I think it's under 50% gem rate, but still was hoping for a 10. I thought it had a pretty good chance, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. We wound up selling that card for $134, so not very good after you take into account the fees. I spent about $88 to grade each one of these cards, so was pretty confident that I would come out on top on this one, but the card dropped in price a lot while it's at PSA, and also I didn't get the grade I expected. So it is what it is. That was that card. Next up, we have a Cooper Flag Blue X-Fractor, and this is one that I sent in I thought was probably gonna get a 9. The centering is pretty off here. If we can take a closer look, not like that, not that close, but yeah, see, it's a little bit thick right here at the top border compared to the bottom, but I have seen plenty of Topps Chrome cards from 2025 gem with that same kind of centering, so I thought it was worth a shot. The surface looked pretty clean, so it is what it is. A 10 would have probably made me about $1,000 profit, so I was willing to take that risk. We sold it for $488 through PSA offers. The rest of these were auctioned off through eBay on the PSA vault. So yeah, we're in the card for $620, so that was kind of unfortunate. Took a big loss there, and I'll reveal my total profit and loss for each card here in a few minutes after I go over each card. Next up, we have 2 of these Meowths from Perfect Order. These are really easy to gem. I've sent in, I think, 7 of them. Only 2 have gotten back to me so far, and they both got 10s, but I'm pretty confident the rest will get 10s as well. So I was in these cards for about $243 to $87 each after grading fees. They cost me a little bit more. I bought them closer to release, $150 and $200, but they both gemmed. I sold them both for around $430, $420. We made decent profit there, nothing too crazy. They were going for over $1,000 for a couple months straight when they first came out, and the first ones kind of hit the market, and they crashed really hard. I was hoping to get them back when it was around $700-800 for each card, but unfortunately, that month really crashed the prices a lot. So still happy with the profit. I can't complain. It kind of offset the cost of the Gengar and the Cooper Flag losses. So that's kind of my main goal with that. Take some risk on some cards that have a lower gem rate but have higher rate of return, and then also send in some safe cards that if those don't go well, you can kind of cover your losses with those. So pretty happy with that. And the biggest card of the submission, we have this Paige Becker Silver Prism. Really happy this gemmed. I sent in 3 actually, only 1 in this order though. I sent in the best of the 3 that I had. I thought all of them had a chance to gem, obviously, it's why I sent them in, but this one had the best chance. So sent it in, $80, took a risk because if I didn't get a 10, I would have been losing quite a bit. I probably could sell it for like $100, and I'd be losing the grading fee and all that. So anyway, I sold this card. So I was in it for, I was in it for $193.27. I sold the card for $1,223.10. That is after fees. I think it was like $1,359 before. Oh yeah, it's right here actually, before the fees. So really happy about that. I winded up making over $1,000 on the card. That is my biggest win to date on a single card. Pretty crazy, I think I bought this during my lunch break one day at work, and I made $1,000 on it. So Really happy about that. It just goes to show if you're buying the right cards, you can really speed up your profit and your bankroll and stuff. You know, when you're buying cards and you're only flipping them for 2x or 1.5x, like it's still worth your time to build up that bankroll. And maybe there's safer plays, but it's worth it to take some shots because when they do hit, you can make a ton of money, and when they don't hit, you're only losing 100 bucks, 200 bucks. If one of the GameStop Gengar promo cards I sent in on the Cooper Flag jammed, I would have been making over great on those cards too. So happy that I got that gem. Pretty crazy. Honestly, never expected to make over $1,000 on one card, but here we are, and hopefully that trend continues here in the future. So overall on this order, I made just under $1,000 after you take into account on the losses and stuff. So like I said, the Meowth, they kind of offset most of the losses for those other two cards, but not all of them. So $951 profit on 5 cards. Pretty good. Sometimes I'm sending in 20 cards and I'm only netting the same amount. So only have to send in 5 cards, doing less work, buying less cards, less pre-grading, less scouring eBay for deals, and still making almost $1,000 in the order. I'm very happy about that. So anyway, guys, that's a really quick video. I've been very busy, so I haven't been posting a lot. Also, I have a lot of orders that are tied up at PSA right now. So hopefully the next few months, those will get back to me and I can make more videos, hopefully have some physical reveals as well. I know those are a little bit more fun to watch. But I just wanted to let you guys know how this order did, and I will catch you guys next video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the description. You can also check out my video for my Google Sheets template and check out my Patreon. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.